I'm here today in Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya, in July of 2010 with Pastor Dr. Brian Frank, and we've been on missions. And one of the things that struck me when I was watching you work with hundreds of people is here you don't have the hospitals and the labs and the technical support to have a definitive diagnosis. So as a clinician that travels and works with people, the broad spectrum antimicrobial that SilverSol gives you is very important for cost.
Yeah, it really is very important, and I can tell you that through Global Mission Partners work in Nepal and India, Ecuador, and here in Kenya, that we have used Love SilverSol in a variety of situations. I've used it for sinus problems and pharyngitis. I've used it on bronchitis. I've used it for gut problems. I've been able to use SilverSol for vaginal problems and skin problems, and of course here in Kenya then we're working with the patients with malaria. And you know, so many of the patients with malaria, they're so compromised that they have other problems as well, typhoid, certainly tuberculosis, things like this. And so in the first startup here, we're certainly doing some lab testing to follow the plasmodium levels and so forth. But it is expensive and it's difficult for these people to get that testing. The beauty of Love SilverSol is that it has a broad spectrum coverage for antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal coverage. And so we really can use it with a great deal of confidence because it has no toxicity, essentially. Yes. And it has a broad spectrum through a wide variety of clinical syndromes and diseases.
And so because of that, you don't have to have the tests, expensive tests, and also you don't have to use several antibiotics and antivirals, etc., which are just basically not even available or so expensive. So it actually is cost effective because of how it just helps so many so fast.
Oh, absolutely. Other than the most basic of antibiotics for bacterial infections, then the antivirals and antifungals are going to be extremely expensive. And we certainly do, even in the villages, we do try to get what tests are possible and appropriate, but many times they simply are not available. And so, you know, it takes me back to the days when I was in medical school and they taught us that perhaps 90–95% of what we should know about a patient should come through history and physical exam. And so it really causes us to lean back on those most basic of medical skills and use that history and physical exam.
I had the same experience in college. My professors that were teaching me as a clinician said, the problem you will have is not the diagnostic ability in your mind. You won't see what you're looking at.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And I had a particularly Dr. Otto Radistitz, the best clinician that ever taught me, and he said, you must see what you're looking at. And that's exactly, and that's cost effective.
Yeah, that's right. It's a method of treatment. It's a treatment for a wide variety of illnesses and a wide variety of conditions. Mm-hmm. Then you put all that together with having no toxicity. It's a real strength for us in missionary medicine, especially. It has given us these results we've seen in Asia, in Africa, in South America, and so it's attending to the needs of many people across those lines.
In my experience, 37 years in practice, many different ways, this is the most practical product I've ever seen in my whole career. Love SilverSol, Guardian SilverSol will help in a practical way, and that's what all of the world needs, but particularly Kenya, where we're sitting today with Pastor Cornelius here, and also for all of Africa. This is the practical solution to the infection part. There's many other things Africa needs, but this is without question the godsend for the infectious issues, which is huge in Africa.
And it's also very important for the caretakers, for the providers that go into the field. I won't travel without Silversol, and I take it regularly morning and evening to help prevent and maintain my health. And so it's very important in that regard.
You and I can tell lots of stories about what we didn't get and people traveling, and then we had to share. And
that's right.
Well, I thank you for that. That's important, and thanks for your work here.
Glad to be here.